These Democrats will rue the day they decided to use lawfare to stop a presidential candidate. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about tit for tat. You just wait, and it won't be Hunter Biden the next time. It's going to be Joe Biden. It could potentially still be Barack Obama. It could still potentially be Hillary Clinton. We're going to have to look at what the statutes of limitations are on the various crimes they surely committed. We're going to have to look at passing laws to revive those dead crimes, felonies or misdemeanors, so that those cases can be brought.
Listen, you guys can spend all day long trying to spin this, that this is Donald Trump's fault, that this is somehow caused by Donald Trump. Oh, he's appointing the wrong people. Oh, he did it. Oh, this is the worst possible thing a president could possibly do to his party and to the country, to sit for a year and say, I will not do this. I will not do this. The rule of law is sacred. We have to respect the justice system. Juries, we have to respect juries. We have to respect the guardrails and the norms of our democracy. These people are liars. Inflation is transitory. Afghanistan, it's a success. The border is secure. Robert Hur is a liar. The videos are cheap fakes. Biden has a cold. He'll never drop out. Oh, I'll never pardon Hunter. It's all a lie. It is all a grift. Every American, except the most partisan, brain-rotted people, are going to be outraged by this today. He is going to leave off. You think 39% job approval is bad? Just you wait. Just you wait. He's disgraced. Disgraced today. Outrageous.
You don't need to. But Scott, you don't need to hurl names and say people like me are brain rotted. Come on, that's a little beyond the pale, even for you, Scott.
Listen,
I stand up for yourself. You don't have to defend this. He's leaving office. You don't have to defend it. You don't have to die on this hill. You can say this is wrong because everybody knows that it is. It's wrong.
Scott Jennings just schooled this lady. I mean, she's still living in this, in denial that what Biden did was wrong. Biden pardoning his son Hunter. She cannot wrap her head around it. She's still trying to defend it. Everybody knows, even the most left-wing Democrat knows it's wrong, because this will give Trump some ammunition to just do whatever he wants. And everybody understands that. I think Scott has been one of the best things that happened to CNN for the past years, because he's the only voice I listen to in CNN, a voice of reason, the voice of common sense. Because most people, their ideology and their position on things, I really don't support. I really don't support. So Scott has really been fair. That's why I think he's been hired by LA Times to be one of in their editorial board or something like that. Good for them. Remember, LA Times, they refused to endorse Biden. So I think they're trying to move to the center.
Because I respect it as a parent. I understand why he would do it. Yeah. But I wonder to understand why lie about it for so long.
I'd stop calling it a lie.
Okay, why repeatedly say you're not going to and you do? And secondarily, for the part of this country, half of it that doesn't support Biden, doesn't know him personally, doesn't get to have phone calls, and they're just looking at a system that seems like it only benefits the people who are in power.
I'm going to say,
what precedent does that set?
Well, here's what it says. It's a precedent for all of us to open our eyes, because we've elected someone who is in a similar situation, who didn't have a drug problem, who knew what he was doing, who clearly stood and said, I can do this. And he did it. So I think, for many, many reasons, this is very different than any other situation that we have ever dealt with.
Well, Whoopi saying that this was not a lie. Everybody knows that it's a lie. Biden lied that he will not pardon his son Hunter, and now he did. I don't know why Whoopi is still trying to defend this, but I can understand where she's coming from. Just deny everything, never admit to anything. But in this situation, I think this is what has united the country. Both Democrats, even far left and Republicans, they admit that what the Biden did is wrong. It's setting up a wrong precedent. So, Whoopi, just jump on the train and get up to speed. Okay? You cannot defend the defenseless.
I have a very quick statement.
It's not going to be that quick.
Pete Hegseth has denied any wrongdoing. His lawyer said he paid the woman in 2023 to head off the threat of a baseless lawsuit. No charges were ever brought.
You rushed me for that?
But this is a view, right? Because Sonny Hostin has been forced again to read another legal notice live on air. She literally was dying inside as she reads this. Pete Hegseth has denied any wrongdoing. His lawyer said he paid the woman in 2023 to head off the threat of baseless lawsuit. No charges were ever brought. This moment came after the View panel smeared Hegseth for 2 minutes straight. Yeah. Egg on their faces all the time. I don't know why they keep doing this. Every segment now, or every show, they keep just reading this legal notice live on air before they continue. Why do they keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again? Just lying, in my personal opinion. Just lying.
Accustomed to seeing that all the time. And so now here you are, to answer your question directly, you are the left, you leaned, and you were a prisoner to the extreme left in a lot of people's eyes. Well, guess what? Most of America doesn't operate on the fringes. Whether you're left or you're right, you're relatively centrist. You believe in compromise, negotiation, working with one another. Nobody gets to get everything they want. The problem is those on the fringes continuously push for you to get everything you want.
Yeah.
They're not about getting things done. They're about getting their way. And if they're not going to get their way, they're about complaining and griping about it, because they understand that when you are operating based off of grievance, that's usually what provokes you to get to the polls. And that is why they don't mind feeling aggrieved and displaying and disseminating that kind of message, because they know people are going to gravitate.
Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. This is Black Coffee here from Wakanda. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Joe Biden, and the Democrats, after probably saying no less than 9,482 times unequivocally that Joe Biden would not pardon Hunter Biden if Trump was elected.
The president would not pardon or commute sentences for his son, Hunter. I just want to make sure that that is not going to change over the next 6 months. The president's saying he would not.
It's still a no. It's still a no.
It will always be a no.
It's still a no. It will be a no. It is a no. And I don't have anything else to add. Will he pardon his son? No.
He'd have to go through the jury system. Nobody's above the law, blah, blah, blah. What's he do? Of course he pardons them. Of course he does. Not only that, it's like for 11 years. So anything he could have possibly done in the history of time, he is pardoned for. Now, I'll start by saying if I could do that for a loved one, a family member, I would probably do the same thing. I wouldn't lie about it. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to protect my own. No, if Trump gets elected and they're going to make Hunter Biden go to court and investigate him, all this, yeah, I'm going to protect him. But the Democrats, Biden, they didn't do that. They're like, no, what are we, crazy? Now, this is the point of this rant. And I've been saying it over and over and over. And why the Democrats got slaughtered in the election. Because they think they're morally superior to everybody else. So any Democrat, and lots of them, whenever you say this, it's like, what a liar Biden the Democrats are. Can you believe it? They always, yeah, Trump, Trump, Your brain is broken. Your brain is broken. You don't get it. Because here's the thing. What the Democrats have done for, 12 years, have taken this moral high ground that we're the righteous party, the truth, honesty, integrity.
With all this, I just feel bad for Karine Jean-Pierre because she's been put in this tough spot to defend Biden that he will not pardon his son. And now he turned around and he did. I don't think he even informed his press secretary that he will be doing that. So she is left defenseless. But then again, she was made to believe that what Biden was said was true, because you remember each time those questions were asked, will Biden pardon his son Hunter? She would definitely say no. I've said no many times. Biden has said no. And she was like, why are you asking this stupid question? That was how it felt. But now this egg has been thrown on her face. I really feel pity for her. But she'll recover. She looks like a nice lady, but she's been left to defend the defenseless. So, yeah, but we have this Republican Joe Walsh. He says he's Republican, but he acts like a Democrat. He's last Democrat saying that their argument against Trump is now deflated after Biden pardoned his son Hunter. Nobody is above the law, we've been screaming. Well, Joe Biden just made clear his son Hunter is above the law. Of course, it's been clear from day one, right? There's always been a two-tier justice system. No, if you're a supporter of Trump, the book is being thrown at you. If you're a supporter of Democrats, that's according to my observation, my own opinion, then you're being treated with kid gloves, I'll say, or how you say it in America. Yeah, just like yeah, this is really defenseless, because even this MSNBC contributor was left speechless by Hunter Biden pardon. I have to process it. She could not understand. She could not believe it, that Biden did this. And this is a staunch left-wing Democrat. So even them too, they too cannot believe it. So there's been criticism from both sides. So I think this is the only thing that have really united the country. Biden pardoning his son Hunter. I think there's a little bit of unity here. Yeah, even Kate Oberman is not believing it. Whatever, he's throwing out his tantrum. Pardon Hunter, great. Now pardon everybody else. Every prosecutor, every Biden administration staffer, every media figure, everybody Trump will prosecute. 10 million pardons at least. And someone cheekily just replied to that tweet and say, are you admitting there are over 10 million criminals in DC? Do you ever think before you post? Nah, they don't. Now it's all emotions. No thinking, just emotions, raw emotions. They are rattled. They are really rattled. So nobody is thinking common sense here. No common sense. Well, is Kate Oberman really hiding something, or is he insinuating that those prosecutors and Biden administration staffers, they did something wrong? Well, there must be accountability, right? It's not like going after our political opponents or enemies, but accountability. If they are found to have done nothing wrong, then nothing will happen. So just relax, Kate, relax.